What up? It's Jimmy. This is a clip from our big NCAA basketball show. To check out the entire show, hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. We move on. 3 p.m. Eastern, American Athletic Conference Championship semifinal. Cincinnati Bearcats, 11-10, 8-6 in the American versus Wichita State Shockers, 16-4, 11-2 in conference. We're at Dickies Arena in Fort Worth, Texas. Max coming off a beautiful call, backing Cincinnati first half money line and full game spread against SMU. Here we go. Wichita State opening up as 4.5-point favorites. They're now 3.5-point favorites. This total opened up at 144.5 is now 144. Cincinnati defeated SMU today 74-71 for their second straight win and a trip to the AAC semifinal. Jeremiah Davenport, 19 points, 6 boards to lift the Bearcats to victory. He averages 11.6 on the season. Leading scorer Keith Williams struggled quite a bit. 15 points, added 4 boards. I don't know why I have 4.1 there. They lost their lone game versus Wichita State on the road, 82-76 back on January 10th. And that, Max, was a much different looking Bearcat team. 2 of the 3 leading scorers, the leading scorer in that game was Zach Harvey off the bench, 19 points. He's not with them anymore. Then they had Keith Williams, second leading scorer. Their third leading scorer, David DeJulius, also no longer with the team. Wichita State did not look good, barely getting past lowly South Florida. Leading scorer Tyson Etchen scored 20 points in a pair of foul shots with 8.9 seconds left to get the win. Altreat Gilbert had 12 points. Morris Udeze grabbed 11 boards. They shot 37.7% from the field, 32.3% from three. Numbers that would generally lose you a game, but they played exceptionally clean ball. They turned the ball over just 4 times. Max, a very interesting spot here. Cincinnati, Wichita State, AAC semis. Take it away.
Yeah, Jim, I think that you have to also look at this game from a revenge aspect when you look at Cincinnati against Wichita. And what's going to help Cincinnati is they actually got David DeJulius back. He opted back in. He played today.
Oh, wow.
And that gives them another ball handler. And I think that's going to play a big factor against Wichita State, who does operate with 2 ball handlers on the floor at the same time in Altreat Gilbert and Tyson Etchen. I think that when you look at this Cincinnati team, this is what I like about Cincinnati. Cincinnati is developing before our very eyes. They had a players-only meeting. They talked about a whole bunch of stuff, and we're seeing that play come out. Jim, I'm going with Cincinnati first half money line again, and I'm going with Cincinnati. I got 4, so I'm pissed that I'm going to have to take a 3.5 on the show. But when you look at this Cincinnati team, while they don't have a ton of depth, who they do have playing big minutes is what impresses me. When I look at this kid, I obviously look at his hitter first, but Mike Saunders, this is the guy that makes the difference for me. When he came in to the game today, he really elevated Cincinnati's tempo. He elevated their attacking, and you know what? He can even get on the glass. So when you look at the Cincinnati team, they were able to subdue SMU and build that lead because they took the ball away from them. They minimized turnovers early. Late, they turned the ball over a bunch of times. So I have to discount that 17 that they have under the turnover stat. But even though Keith Williams had a bad shooting game, Jim, he still had 2 steals. He still had a block. I think that you're getting your best Cincinnati right now, and I think Wichita State showed that they are vulnerable today. They're vulnerable on the glass. They're vulnerable when it comes to the 3-point line. And if Cincinnati has that same chip on the shoulder that they had against SMU today, well, I'm going right back to the well. So I'm not going to talk too much more about it, Jim. There isn't anything that I need to convince myself. I've already hit Cincinnati, and I love these first half money lines on these short dogs. So we'll roll with it again.
I love it, Max. You do have a decision to make, though. There is 1+4 left at FanDuel at -116. There's a +3.5 at FoxBet at +100.
Take the 4 at -116, please.
+4 at -116. That will more than balance out when you're on first half money line. There you go. Cincinnati Bearcats for Maxwell Smart. Expecting them to play in the AAC final.